Hi, I'm Jason DeVos, Technical Director of Oakville Soccer Club. Advancing every player means we've mapped out a clear pathway for player development at every level from house league to player elite. Over the course of this presentation, I will be discussing the OSC player development philosophy, giving an overview of our technical program design, explaining our coach development strategy, outlining our new staff coach structure and support network, and giving a brief explanation of our development programs. There are multiple benefits to the development programs at OSC. We will, first and foremost, focus on the skill development of each and every one of our players while promoting enjoyment of the game. We will drive coaching excellence in all of our programs by offering continuous and ongoing development and support for all of our coaches. We will offer our players greater access to development programs by putting in place a clear and concise development pathway. We will also make a significant investment into player development during key developmental years. The concept of advancing every player is simple. Children develop at different rates. We feel that it is imperative that we as a club give every one of our players the opportunity to develop his or her ability to its fullest extent on their own time. The focus of our programs, especially at the earlier ages, is on individual skill development. At these ages, winning does not matter and will never be placed ahead of developing the technical ability of our players. The irony is that the better job we do of developing technically skilled players, the more likely they will go on to achieve success in the game. The player development pathway at OSC will follow the 7 stages of player development outlined in the CSA's long-term player development document, Wellness to World Cup. For more information on LTPD, please go to the OSC website and follow the links. The OSC player development pathway will play a very active role in the early developmental years of our players, in particular, Stage 3 of LTPD, learning to train between the ages of 8 and 12. It is during these years that players can make tremendous strides in skill acquisition, and all of our programs will be aligned to facilitate this. When we develop players who are capable of competing at the elite level, we will gladly partner with outside organizations to facilitate their development. The Ontario Soccer Association, Canadian Soccer Association, and professional clubs like Toronto FC all play an important role in elite player development, and they are organizations that we will work closely with to develop our top players. The phase that your children are in right now is the second phase, from under 8 to under 12. These years are sometimes referred to as the golden years of learning, because it is during these years that children are best equipped to learn new skills. Accordingly, a great deal of emphasis will be placed on developing the core skills required to play soccer during these years. Some players who are relatively advanced in relation to their peers in terms of their technical ability will be offered further development opportunities in our advanced development program. This ensures that those players continue to develop their abilities to maximize their potential. Other players who wish to further develop their skills can register for the Open Development Program, which is a skills development program that is open to all players, regardless of ability. This ensures that all of our players are given access to a comprehensive skills development program. At any time between the ages of 8 and 18, players can choose to move into youth recreational soccer, which is fun-focused soccer without the time commitments required in some of the more advanced programs in the club. Not every player wants to be an elite soccer player, and many of them play the game because they enjoy the game and want to participate with their friends. These players will be supported by strong base-level house league coaching so that they too are given the opportunity to develop their skills in a less taxing environment. All of our programs were designed with 7 principles in mind. First and foremost, all of our programs are player-centric. This means that we put the development of the players ahead of all else. Our programs are all delivered by coaches, who can be paid staff coaches or volunteers. All of our coaches will be given developmental opportunities and support by the club so that they can do the best job possible delivering our programs. We will endeavor to have consistent and routine player assessments done so that parents will know and understand the criteria being used to assess players. We will ensure that as a club, we can identify players at every level of the club who are talented and will benefit from being involved in a more advanced development program. We will have structured, routine parent communication so that you, the parents, understand the programs that your children are involved in. And finally, we will develop long-term partnerships with organizations that put the development of players at the forefront of their programs. Under the previous program structure, there was a perceived separation between the Youth Academy and the House League program. Moving forward, our programs will become much more accessible. Coaches in the Advanced Development Program, which runs from under 8 to under 10, will routinely scout the House League and Open Development programs so that any players demonstrating advanced technical ability will be offered the opportunity to join the Advanced Development Program. All of the programs in this age range, Advanced Development, Open Development, and the House League, will be primarily focused on technical skill development so that players can learn and develop the core skills required for long-term success in the game. Starting this fall, the club will ensure that every player is formally assessed by staff coaches before they reach the age of 10. This is important so that we can optimize the development of all of our players by ensuring that they are placed within the correct development environment. For some players, that will be the Advanced Development Program. For others, it will be the Open Development Program. For those players in the Advanced Development Program, the club will be using an online-based player assessment report that will be delivered to you via email. This is only available to the players in the Advanced Development Program because these assessments must be done by the staff coaches in that program. In order for us to develop players, we must first develop those individuals who will be responsible for teaching them, the coaches. Our goal is to become recognized as a center of excellence in coach development in Canada, and we will do this by driving coaching excellence at all levels of the club. Together with Rafael Carbajal, our coaching development manager, I will be developing an Introduction to Coaching course that will be made available to all of our House League coaches. As a club, we will continue to host OSA coaching certification courses so that all of our coaches have an opportunity to gain their formal coaching qualifications. We will also work with our coaches by providing mentoring and online support as they strive to gain higher-level coaching certification. In short, we will be providing them with an education with respect to teaching players how to play the game of soccer. In the fall, we will be implementing a new coaching structure at the club. The under 8 to under 10 age categories will be overseen by the advanced development coaches, while the under 11 to under 18 age categories will have age group head coaches for each gender. The responsibilities of these coaches will include the development of players and coaches within their respective age categories, as well as identifying coaching development needs within the House League program. A unified approach to coaching within each age category, as well as across the club, is essential to the successful development of our players and coaches. Rafael Carbajal is the new coaching development manager at the club. Rafa will work closely with me to develop all of the coaches at the club, from the House League all the way up to the age group head coaches. He will work closely with all of our coaches to help each of them develop, and will be responsible for monitoring and identifying any deficiencies that may exist in our inventory of coaches. Our new coaching structure involves volunteer House League, volunteer Rep B and Rep C coaches, as well as parent, technical, and referee advisory groups. These are shaded in blue. The coaching positions shaded in red are paid staff coaches, either full-time, part-time, or contract-based. Rafa Carbajal will work alongside me to develop all of our coaches, while I, as technical director, will oversee all of our coaches. Our advanced development program is for players in the under 8 to under 10 age categories whose technical ability is advanced in relation to their peers, teaching the players the core fundamentals required for success in the game of soccer, and is run by professional staff coaches. Those coaches will continually monitor the OSC House League and Open Development programs so that players who develop are identified for inclusion in the Advanced Development Program. The Advanced Development Program will look to accommodate as many players as possible so that those players are given every opportunity to develop their abilities. Our Open Development Program is available to those players who are not selected to participate in the Advanced Development Program. The curriculum is very similar, as the focus is also on developing the core fundamentals of every player so that they can achieve success over the long term. The Open Development Program is open to all registered House League players from under 7 to under 13, and placement is on a first-come, first-served basis. Our REP program begins at under 11 and is open to any player involved in any of the programs at the club, from the House League to the Open Development to the Advanced Development Program. I encourage you to read through our Technical Development Plan and our FAQ document, both items available on the home page of our website, which extensively outlines a number of things discussed in today's presentation. I will be hosting a Q&A session for all under 8 to under 10 families on Wednesday, August 10th at the club. In the fall, I will be leading a coaching clinic at Pine Glen Soccer Center, to which you will be invited to attend. Details of the date and time will be sent to you as soon as they are available. Happy?